but then like Temu and Shein really popped off like 2 years after we did. So it was like direct from them. So it was like there's no way to compete with those prices anymore. So we already started dialing back our direct importing from China. But, you know, now this trade war is affecting our companies who, you know, are based in America but source their stuff from China. So I don't know, they're not having fun right now. So
yeah, I feel like we're, you know, like kind of no matter what happens, I feel like we can end up okay because it's like we're a very small, flexible store, you know. It's like we do have companies that are made in America, that are made in Canada, that are, you know, all sorts of different places.
Got like 120 companies.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's like our store is
pivot.
filled from a lot of different places. So it's like if we need to, you know, if the trade war is serious and we need to pivot to things that are made other places, like we can make that happen.
All right, cool. Well, I'm back here with Nicole because we got two people we're interviewing today. And they're the proprietors of Funky Planet Toy Store? Well, what's the full name?
Oh, Funky Planet Toys and Gifts, but
Hell yeah.
I wish, in retrospect, I kind of wish I just called it Funky Planet Toy Store. That's what
but everything's already printed, so we're not changing it at this point.
It's expensive. We're not,
We've been open for almost 4 years now. In July, it'll be 4 years. We moved to Alton like 5 years ago, and kind of with the intention of starting a toy store. That was like our dream we were trying to make happen, and we were living in Virginia. We didn't like it there, and so we were like, we want to move back to the Midwest. We're from Minnesota originally, but we didn't want to move back to Minnesota, so we did all these road trips and all this online research and stuff, and just kind of found Alton and really loved it. And we were like, they look like they have a cool downtown that could use a toy store. So just sort of made it happen, and it's been going pretty good since then.
Yeah, so what was the selling point on Alton? Like why Alton?
Yeah.
Just cause.
Besides the cool downtown. Which
I mean, we do have a cool downtown. It's a cool
we do
town.
have a
Like, I get why Alton, but I want to know why Alton.
He wants you to wax poetic.
Yeah. So when we were kind of like looking at, you know, the country and trying to narrow down like where do we want to end up, it was, you know, we wanted to be near like a semi-sizable city so that we could do like the city things, but, you know, not in a city because we're kind of small town people. So Alton sort of fit the bill of, you know, it's close to St. Louis, you can do all the cool city stuff, but it's its own thing, it's its own downtown, it's not a suburb, it's got, you know, all this character.
I mean, yeah, we talk about the downtown, but the downtown is like actually, you know, been to a lot of Midwest towns where the downtowns are not it anymore, and this one was doing well, comparably.
Just like when we visited, you know, people were just super friendly and cool.
Yeah. There's less cold than up north. And we were on the East Coast before Virginia, and they're not very nice. I mean, they're sharp and they're funny and they're amazing people, but they're not that nice.
We miss the Midwest to the Midwest niceness.
Minnesota nice is a thing.
Yeah, it's not. It's not what it's cracked up to be.
Yeah, I don't know. It just felt like a place where we could like put down roots and just good vibes.
It's warmer down here too.
Yeah. We didn't want to go back up to those winters.
That's a big deal. Yeah.
So,
By all means.
why toys?
That was my question. Yeah.
We like toys.
Yeah.
We like toys. There's not a ton of, you know, Toys R Us went kaput right before, and all we got is like Walmart and Target and Dollar General, and it's kind of the same stuff in all those stores. It's the same like 5 corporations, and we saw there's all these independent shops, and then at the time too there's all these companies in China too that we were pulling from, and you know, we were like, we could fill a store with all this stuff that you can't find anywhere else, and you know, cool stuff that we stand behind and like. So, you know, it just seemed viable to us.
Yeah, it's, you know, we've always just been people who have a huge board game collection and a bunch of random little, you know, knickknacks and things in our house. And
anytime we're traveling the country, we stop in any toy store we can possibly find.
Yeah.
So, you mentioned China, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, today it seems like the trade war ended for 90 days, but
Oh yeah, as of today, yeah.
Yeah, as
kind
of,
of. I mean,
like,
it's 30%, but yeah.
We're not even sure how it's going to look.
No,
in the next
yeah,
week. It's so unstable.
Kind of
Yeah.
trying to ignore it now. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So the instability of the trade war we have going on, how does that affect you?
Well, to back up a bit, when I was importing, so de minimis is the
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, so
But explain to the people who
Yeah, I
don't know what that
okay,
is.
yeah. So de minimis, every country has different values, but China's value was if you ordered less than $800 worth of, well, in our case, toys. If you ordered less than $800 worth of toys from China, then you could get it tax free. You wouldn't have to pay tariffs or anything like that. So like I saw that and I was like, oh yeah, I mean, this is a great way to import stuff. We're not going to be a giant Walmart. We don't need shipping containers full of stuff. So we keep it under 800. We can bring in all this really cool stuff. And you got to be mindful of like safety testing. You got to make sure the companies have their certificates and all
That
that.
they're actually
There's
legit.
there's a lot of weird bootleg stuff, of course, too.
Yeah.
They can get on the Chinese marketplaces. But so we were doing that. But then like Temu and Shein really popped off like 2 years after we did. So it was like direct from them. So it was like, there's no way to compete with those prices anymore. So we already started dialing back our direct importing from China. But, now this trade war is affecting our companies who, are based in America but source their stuff from China. So, I don't know, they're not having fun right now. So,
Yeah, I feel like we're, like kind of no matter what happens, I feel like we can end up okay because it's like, we're a very small, flexible store, It's like we do have companies that are made in America, that are made in Canada, that are,
We've
all sorts of different
got
places.
like 120 companies we deal
Yeah,
with.
exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like our store
can
is filled
pivot.
from a lot of different places. So it's like if we need to, if the trade war is serious and we need to pivot to things that are made other places, like we can make that happen. Or if we need to do heavier on books or, there's a lot of places that we could pivot to make our store viable, to keep it that way.
But these small companies that we've met at trade shows, we've met these people, and we're getting emails from them, and they're just like, oh man, I don't know what we're gonna do. It's like we always wanted to source America, but we didn't have that manufacturing capacity, so it's like, so we had to do China. It's just like,
Yeah,
I feel
so
bad
I worry
for all
about-
the,
I worry about them and
I
what's
feel
gonna
bad for them,
happen.
and I'm worried about them because
Yeah.
they're cool people.
Damn.
So you asked.
I did, and I got a really good answer. So what's the closest to Alton you source from?
I mean, we source from like, low scale makers.
Like, I knit things behind the desk in
Sure,
Funky
yeah.
Planet. That's the
Yeah.
shortest supply chain that we have.
Right,
is
yeah.
From my needles right to the shelf, right to the
Second
customer.
shortest is our neighbor who does the crochet, yeah.
Yeah.
Then we got Jean Kirby, who does our ceramics, or she makes a bunch of ceramics.
She lives right on Albee Street.
Yeah,
Okay.
and she's day one she was a customer, and we saw her stuff at a place, and we were like, oh my god, we should carry your stuff. We love this stuff. And then
A couple other local producers.
Larry Ashlock does Tic Tac Match.
Yeah, but he's our friend who invented a card game.
Yeah, fantastic card game. And there's Evan out of Bethalto. He did another card game, which was also really good. What's Your Excuse?
The coloring books. We have Iconic
coloring,
Alton
yeah,
and
yeah.
Elsa coloring books. So yeah, we have like the micro local.
Okay.
And then there's
I don't know.
where's
Who's
like Tedco from? Or
Tedco's Indiana.
some of that stuff's made in Indiana.
Yeah, some of that's made in America. Yeah, the companies are more centered on the coast, naturally.
Mm-hmm.
But
Right. But the fact that you have so much from Alton is crazy. What are you gonna ask?
Yeah.
I have a question. Sorry. No, we're not in class. We're not in class.
We can casual, please.
Oh, it's fun. It's your mic too.
Well, I was just wondering, so what did you guys do before you opened the store? And how was your transition from, those jobs into being business owners?
Man, you had a real job there.
Yeah, so like our longest lived jobs that we had before was David worked at the biggest cigar shop in the country
Second
out in
biggest.
Pennsylvania, second biggest. Oh, okay, and I worked for a vineyard, so we were like wine and cigar
cigars.
salespeople. It's just funny to transition
So
from
it's
like
not-
Every episode of
The-
House Hunters ever.
like the adult realms to more
Oh, I
family
know.
stuff, but.
Well, fun adult realms.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like, it's just fun for
it's
adults
fun.
and fun for
Yeah.
families,
But you were in the Children's Museum. then.
Yeah. When we lived in Charlotte, that was when we lived in Pennsylvania. When we lived in Charlotte, North Carolina, I worked at a children's science museum, which was a super, super awesome, cool place, Discovery Place Science, if you ever visit Charlotte. And we had a lot of cool, like, educational toys there and, science-y toys and equipment. And so got to learn a lot, like, get kind of more into the just toy industry knowledge through that job. What else did we do?
Virginia didn't pan out because we moved and then COVID hit.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
That was like
I worked for the census in 2020 in rural Virginia. That was a trip of a job.
What's the weirdest thing you saw?
God.
Some that were kind of disturbing.
I was gonna say don't go too dark. I don't know how
Yeah,
dark you want to go. It's not a lot of
We're
it's
talking
not.
about a toy store. We can
Yeah, I
go
know.
real
It's,
dark.
Census in rural Virginia is not pretty.
No, it wasn't.
See some
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Oh God, it was a mess.
Just a lot of, dirt roads where the GPS is telling me that there's a house that I need to go count the people at, and then I get to the end, I'm like, there's nothing here. I don't know how to turn around. Like,
That's horrifying.
Yeah. Still need to get into the story.
Yeah, like the kind of
It's
houses that are like
Yeah, for
shoot
sure.
first and ask questions
yeah,
later.
a lot
kind
of
houses.
posters that said that, like literally on people's storefront and step that were just like, we don't have trespassers and we don't call 911. We've just got guns,
You're just going knock, knock, knock.
Yep.
Surprise.
Never got shot, thankfully.
So,
Not worth it.
so toys. You were talking about educational science stuff. Mm-hmm. And I know for facts, because I buy my nieces things from your store, that you have a lot of like tactile, education, science-based stuff, like the kind of stuff that if I was a little kid, I would have gone insane for. So tell me about some of the cooler ones that you have, and like some of the newer things that have burst on the scene.
As far as the sensory, it's like that nice cube, which is
All the Neato stuff has
it's
been
really
very
stiff, squishy. They put
popular.
Extract of malt in it. That's the secret ingredient. It says on the package, so I'm not revealing anything. And now there's like all these other novelty companies that are doing the same thing, like piggybacking off that. Those just keep
Just
going.
all different sizes
got-
and shapes and designs.
It's gonna
and
dip one
stuff.
of these
Just,
days, but not yet.
Nice
yeah.
solid squishies. We brought one for you to try out.
Yeah. That's sensory. Really, that's the main thing in sensory right now.
Yeah,
We picked up some classics. We got that electronic playground where they have like different electronic components like capacitors and resistors, like they're all embedded in it, and then you just kind of punch in wires and make all these experiments.
It's like playing with a circuit board, but a little more like user friendly and
exactly.
easy to pick
super,
up.
Super cool idea.
Yeah.
We got the mini golf one that just came out. I don't have the catalog yet. I'm waiting for that.
Yeah, we're excited about that.
Hopefully tomorrow.
So
I'll
yeah,
get the
always
catalog.
getting new stuff in, anytime you come in, we'll probably have new stuff to show you.
Lots of STEM stuff to give younger kids.
Lots,
Like,
yeah.
That's...
We want to expand that too. I'm hoping we can
Yeah.
get like 3 shelves worth of STEM.
Yeah.
Because that stuff's awesome. I mean, that's all the stuff I wanted when I was a kid too.
Yeah, definitely. So you have kids. What kind of stuff do they get into?
I do have kids, but honestly, they're more into their electronics than anything. And I wish there was a place like that like growing up, like Toys R Us did shut down when my son was a baby. So Walmart is just, babies that cry and stuff like that.
Yeah, so much of the noisy
and
stuff.
like the electronic stuff that makes a lot of noise.
Yeah.
But stuff like that wasn't really, and I was a young mom, so I didn't know, I think it's really neat. My daughter really likes sensory stuff. She likes fidgets and things like that.
Yeah.
And creating and crafting. So do you have any craft stuff there?
Yeah. We have, so like I said, I'm a knitter and I teach knitting classes at the store. So we have a yarn section, knitting needles, crochet hooks, books about that kind of stuff. And then we also have, like the little DIY houses and just different, general art supplies, crafty kits of, a lot of different varieties, paints and all kinds of things.
Just in a big
macrame.
What would you say to parents who, like myself, like my kids, like grew up on screens? As easy it is. As a single mom, it's easier to give them a screen than work. What would be like a good first, if you're trying to get your kid into more STEM stuff? Like, what toy would you recommend? What?
Very good question.
That is a really good question.
The screens are the screens.
They're
are
the enemy.
The screens are the main.
They're a rival number
probably
one.
the main enemy we have.
I would, so not totally like STEM, but I always think of just like our tabletop games. We have a lot of kind of more action-based ones that are, it's like, I feel like a hard, group of kids to get like into toy store stuff is like, 12 to 14-year-old boys and stuff. It's like they just want to play video games.
Yeah.
But like you get them into the store and we have like a game that's a game of baseball basically. You have like it's a one-on-one competition and it's like or class or we have all these good tabletop
Screwball
games.
scrambles are fun.
Yeah, and it's like if you can get the the one-on-one competition and like you're right across from somebody and you're right there with them, it's like they get all like riled up and into it and stuff. So I think those are a good way to start.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah,
That
it's
is a
hard to
really good
replace.
answer.
one-on-one, like in-your-face competitions.
Yeah, and that's the kind of thing
Doesn't
that you can't
come
get that
across in video games.
physical feedback from video games either. You know, of like
Yeah.
physical mastery of a thing that's right in front of you. You know.
I love that.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool one. So I know that you have a huge selection of yarn, and you said you have knitting classes as well.
Yeah.
So how does somebody get involved with that?
So I do, it's usually a month-long session.
Okay.
So I'm not planning any for the summer because we were always doing a night market during the summer. But I'll probably do one again in the fall. So if you follow us on Facebook or Instagram, I always post when I've got a new session of knitting classes starting up. And I do beginner classes. It's from ages 8 to adult. And so it's really fun because we usually get a good mix of like, you know, a couple kids and, you know, older people or retired people, you know, a mix of ages. And it's always just really fun groups. You know, you get to know each other over the month and just get to, you know, learn a cool new skill, another good thing to do with your hands instead of just like grabbing a screen when you're bored. You know, you can make something and learn a
I
new.
can use that to quit smoking. Like I've been
Yeah.
trying to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's some.
It's
God, that's
definitely
something
good for
yeah.
that too.
Yeah. So my wife is a very extensive knitter and crochet.
Awesome.
She taught me what amigurumi is.
Yep.
Which I think you do, right? Or
Yeah, so I'm
'cause
not
I've seen
sure if you
amigurumi.
can. Amigurumi is like crocheting stuffed animals, basically.
Yeah, you
So I'm
put
not
them
sure if you
together.
get to. I'm just a knitter, so
know
I'm not
there
sure
was
if you
that.
call knitted stuffed animals amigurumi,
either.
but I knit small stuffed animals, so it's a very similar thing.
Do any needle felting? Because that's the newest thing she's
I haven't
into.
done needle felting, but it's so cool. Like when I see what people do with it, I'm very impressed.
Awesome. Yeah, she's trying to make little birds out of that.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
So, do you know a lot about the history of toys? Or
It's big, yeah. Yeah, you know, we got some books at our house on the subject that we look through. You know,
Yeah, it's
and
something that we're into. We like, you
I
know,
like the
seeing
the
vintage
corporate
ones and-
histories and the buyouts. I'm always into all that kind of stuff too.
oh yeah, one time I was down there and you were telling me and my wife about
Probably
like
was.
how like different companies will do something like they'll invent something really cool and innovative, get an exclusive contract with something like Target or Walgreens or Walmart.
God, yes.
And then they get copied and bought out. Like tell me more about that.
Yeah, I
'cause-
mean, I've seen it happen. I'm sure other big companies do it, but I've seen it with Target a lot in our industry, in specialty toy industry, where Target will, I don't know if they approach Target, Target approaches them, but either way, they get their product into Target, and then they sell it in the Target stores for a while, and then meanwhile, Target's gone to their factory in China. There's like one big factory that they partner with, and there's like lawsuits, and they're usually mentioned in the lawsuit. And then they say, we're consolidating to like in-house brands. We don't want to carry so many brands anymore. It's just more efficient for us. And they give them the axe. And then meanwhile, they've had that factory rip off their product in such a way that it's difficult for them to sue, but
It's like a tiny bit different, but you can tell it's a
yeah,
rip-off.
but
and
even it'd be so hard for like these little companies to go against Target anyway in a court case.
Yeah.
So yeah, like oh my god, it happens so often. It's awful. So yeah, Target's kind of the devil.
So do you want to shout out like any up and coming like toy manufacturers or companies that are making like innovative waves in the industry or anything that people should check out?
Yeah, we want name dropping.
Yeah, we want
Get
some
up to
name
business.
dropping. Yeah.
Oh man, I want to play favorites. I'll shout out Tedco. They're great.
Oh, yeah, Tedco is
Tedco's
great.
out of Indiana. A lot of their stuff's made in the USA. That's super cool. Good price points, really unique stuff.
They do a lot of classics like gyroscopes and
Yeah.
like the Tim Bird. It's like, you know, you wind it up and it actually flaps like a bird and flies in the air and stuff.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, I used
They-
to have that
they do
one.
a
Remember
little
those
tornado.
little ballerina fairy things that you remember what I'm talking about?
Oh,
Like
Sky
Sky
Dancers.
Dancers.
Yeah,
Yes, I
yeah.
love
that.
Sky
I love
Dancers.
Sky
the
Dancers.
jingle
When I was
stuck
like
in my
6
head.
years old, I dressed as a Sky Dancer for Halloween. That was my costume. My mom like made the costume
I
for
played
me.
with Barbies far longer than it was socially acceptable for my grade to play with Barbies, but they had like intricate backstories. They were so
Oh,
fun.
nice.
My mom said the same
Telenovelas.
thing. Yeah.
I love dolls.
I wasn't allowed to play with Sky Dancers.
Sorry, Corey.
You did some fucked up shit to them.
I did. No, I was a
bet
kid that
you
would
did.
like pull them way too hard and aim them at people. But back before they had that,
You
thing
could be
that-
violent with a sky dancer. I'm
Yeah,
sure.
no, those things are projectiles. They can go real good if you just give them a huge crank. And I was like this giant kid, so I'm just like, vroom! It's like I was like winding up a lawnmower, just aiming them at my fellow kids.
It's okay. I was forbidden from the sit and spin. I loved that when I was like 2 and 3 years old. But
Yeah.
I made myself really sick. Oh, because I would just spin.
You got too
spin.
dizzy.
I was just like,
I broke a kid's nose with a sock and bopper.
Wow, with a
Wasn't
sock
a
and
lot of
bopper.
those either.
Wow.
So like just through the inflated part, you still punched him hard enough
Oh,
to break his
yeah.
nose?
Did
Wow.
did your fist
Now you
make
gotta flex
contact,
for
or was
us,
it all?
Corey. Now you gotta
It was the
flex.
inflatable still.
It was all the inflatable.
Wow.
I hit him
Wow.
so hard, my fist came through the inflatable and just knocked his nose.
Oh,
Man.
I was like 12. But you know what? I won, and I won a copy of Star Fox 64 for the Nintendo 64. So,
like in a punching
worth it.
contest?
Kids are
yeah,
a
it
bit-
was a sock and bopper punching contest.
Oh, that's
Wow.
awesome,
Okay,
man.
wow.
Yeah.
so
Oh,
he had it
well, not for
coming.
him.
He knew, like, he
Missed
agreed,
that.
though.
It was a consenting
To be hit,
duel.
yeah.
I don't know if a 12-year-old really can fathom like what another 12-year-old that's this much bigger than him can do.
Not when a
That's
video
true.
game's
But
at
he
stake
learned.
either.
He learned.
What?
Not when a video game's at stake either.
Yeah, no, like I know
It
video
was like
games
when
and
a kid is like
They
trapped
are,
under
but
a
come
car
on.
and like you get extra
They are
adrenaline.
fun. Come on.
well, like Star
It was like Star Fox.
Star Fox 64 was one of the best games of all time, and
Yeah.
I'll die on
I
that.
never played it. I had a
Really?
Nintendo 64. I never got that one.
Oh man,
I
So-
wasn't allowed to play video games.
Oh,
Because my
That's rough.
grandma, my brother got a PS, the original PlayStation, but because I was a girl, I was told that.
Boo.
oh
That's why
man.
I'm happy that my daughter's a gamer girl, because it's like, yeah, you
Oh.
kill those motherfuckers in that game. I even let her play Grand Theft Auto. I know it might not be the best, but I'm just like,
So I'm guessing
It's
you
a
have
fine
like,
game.
age-appropriate toys.
Yep.
I mean, yeah.
For all
we need more
ages.
of those. We need
Yes,
more
we
of those.
do need more of that. Less kids playing like I'm old now. I can look at it and be like, damn, I shouldn't have been playing this as a kid. Again, video games
I
are
just
the
feel like
enemies.
if they get the violence out now, they're gonna be,
Yeah,
give
everything
them
in,
a sock and
everything in
ball.
moderation.
Do you all still sell sock and
We do have
boppers?
sock and boppers.
Yeah, they're called soccer boppers now.
Okay.
Mattel sued them over the name because it sounded like Rock'em Sock'em Robots. It's like, come on, guys.
Yeah, I think that's a little bogus.
Give them a break, guys. Come on.
But it is the same
yeah,
company.
same company. They're still making it. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I doubt that I should ever buy a pair of those again.
No, you probably should.
Sounds like they're not up to the task.
on a rampage.
I need
Shielding
like,
people from your fist.
So some other stuff. So we're all millennials, I think.
Yeah.
What toys did you grow up on besides like the Pokemon? Because everybody
Yeah, had the Pokemon. Definitely.
Yeah. We were both big Lego kids.
Yep.
Okay.
I played I liked the Polly Pockets that had the stretchy silicone clothing that you put on them. Those are awesome.
Oh, I had Godzilla Polly Pockets.
They made a Godzilla Polly Pocket.
Yes, they
That's
did.
awesome.
I had the
Yeah.
Pokemon Polly Pockets.
Yeah,
I
those
had
were
those
awesome
too.
too.
Oh, those are great.
Do you all like carry like any like high end toys? Because I know. So I'm a nerd, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm friends with lots of nerds.
Oh,
And
that's
one of my
tough.
nerd friends, every time he's moving, he'll sell me a bunch of his Godzilla merchandise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I have like one of those super detailed, one-off Bandai Ghidorahs with like 300 movable, hypermobile parts and shit. Do you all sell anything like that?
We don't really do. We kind of stray away from the pop culture.
Okay.
And the
stuff.
collectible stuff.
Yeah, and the collectibles.
Because I have bought Pokemon
Again, it's a-
cards there.
Yeah, we do have Pokemon cards, but we can't even get them right now. It's,
Yeah, the Pokemon card
market's
market is so
insane. I
crazy.
can't believe it. Yeah,
But yeah, I would
Really?
say like
What's up with Pokemon cards?
just can't. It's like they're worth their weight in gold. Like the last shipment I got, I sold to grown men for exorbitant amounts of money, and now I've had to just like I have them like hiding in the back room, and a kid has to ask me, "Do you have Pokemon cards?" And I'll be like,
it's like
yeah.
we can't even have them out on the shelf anymore.
What
Like
the
'cause
hell?
the
No.
Honestly,
stealing
that is
risk
tough.
is too
insane.
My
high.
Have you
daughter
seen
is
the-
10 and
Yeah, go ahead.
they're very sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
My
We got a lot
daughter's
to
10
say.
though. That is a huge thing. Like she doesn't even watch Pokemon. She has no interest in actually playing the card games, but it's made a huge resurgent with,
Oh,
with
gigantic.
Yes, it's crazy.
gigantic.
and she'll be like, "This is a super rare. It's going to be thousands of dollars." She's trying to put it on marketplace on her.
Yeah,
like,
makes sense. No, they're like gold. It's like
So,
a currency.
Yeah, like everybody's
Have
playing
you-
an investment
did you see,
game
like,
with
did you see
them
the
now.
Costco video of like people throwing punches over
No.
them? And then we had another customer who came in. He said, "I was at Walmart, and they're
Oh, yeah.
unloading the Pokemon."
The merchandiser was trying to put them out, and
And
they had
there's
to
a
have like
crowd of
security
people
out. They
around
were trying to
trying
get
to-
in his box before he
the
could even
security's
get them on the
everybody
shelf.
They're
back.
serious
Like,
about
it's
it.
insanity. Yeah.
So
One time I
that's-
threw one
that's
away
where we're
and
at.
he almost hit me.
Oh my god. So
I
like,
don't doubt it. Yeah.
so if somebody had, I don't know, not a first edition, but a first run entire base set in near mint condition, what should they do with it, including the Charizard?
God.
Funky Cards and Collectibles is more like specializes in cards
Okay,
downtown.
okay,
so
okay.
they would
They-
be the people more
yeah,
to
I
talk
think
to
they
versus
can-
us.
Okay.
We're like, we will order some cards so that you have
Yeah,
them.
my-
but they're
my
like
goal-
passionate
Cards,
about
not
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my goal was to get Pokemon cards and sell them to kids. Hooray, hooray, Pokemon's fun. But like, yeah, Funky Cards can handle the collectible
So wait, there's two things
stock
called
options.
Funky?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is confusing. I
Is
didn't
that weird?
Isn't,
We
isn't
were
it,
open first.
Isn't
Okay.
it just? Yeah. Two places
Okay.
called
Maybe
Funkies
they did
selling
different.
Pokemon. Yeah.
I mean, that's, I don't
No, I mean, I'm not trying to like,
No, I know, that's why
They
I-
were here first, like,
That's why, that's why I was saying. It's like, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of,
I mean, they just
dumb,
got
but
cards,
they're good guys. You know.
They have the whole planet. They're the Funky Planet.
That is true.
That's right.
And
Also-
that's 30 minutes.
Oh, all right.
Galaxy.
So I
Jeez,
guess
that went
that's a
quick.
break.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, we're going to take a break.
we're
taking a break.
we're taking a break. It's
Yeah.
break time.
Because she's got to pee so bad.
Bye.
Oh, no, we're leaving that.
oh, that's good. That's good.
If you have thoughts on this episode, comment. We want to hear from you. That's why we're doing this. Without you, like, what the fuck are we doing?
Hey, if you like what you heard, like and subscribe. That was normal. That was a normie one. That was such a normal take.
We're back.
I think so, yeah. We're back, and during the break, we've mysteriously been delivered a crop of toys.
Including this little gift put on our shelf over there. Isn't it cute?
Yes, it is their
Who's it?
mascot.
Who
That's Gene Curvey.
Gene Curvey
Yeah.
is a local
Okay,
ceramic
Gene
artist who
Curvey.
made it. The mascot, his name is Cat Pants.
Cat pants? Mm-hmm.
Ironically, there's no pants, though.
It's true.
he's
He's got
just
no
a
pants
head.
are out of frame.
Okay. But he is for sure wearing them.
Yes.
All right, good. Good to know. Now we're all safe. All right, so I'm going to pull some of these toys up. I hope they're in camera. I'm going to hold them right up against my face, and you're going to tell me what they do. Magnets. How do they work? It's an everlasting question posed by the insane clown
I'm
posse.
well aware.
My mom used to pull these out, and that's how I learned what Kegels were. I don't know if we can keep that. Happy Mother's Day,
You
Dead
know
Mom.
what?
So yeah, those
How
are just
much are
a
those?
fun. They're 99 cents each.
Kimmy had a point.
Wait, so 99 cents like per magnet?
Each ball.
Or-
So
okay,
you can get how many, however many you need.
how many colors you have?
Depending on how many
Five.
I think there's
you
5
Yeah,
colors.
there's
Yeah.
5.
Which one's missing?
Yellow.
Yellow.
There's also a yellow at the store.
Oh.
So yeah, just a fun fidget. Try your little magnet experiments out.
Yeah.
And
I do not condone what my mom told me they were used for. I'm not a scientist nor am I a doctor, but that sounds like an ER visit.
What are those called? Those Benoit balls?
Yes, they're
Okay,
called
yeah, there we
Benoit
go.
balls.
Oh, it was racking my brain. It was bugging me.
you're like, it's not dang.
Yeah, I was like, stop out, dang. That's the. Yeah.
Look at that. You got them dangling. So, what is this squishy fungi I'm holding?
Yeah, that's a sugar squeeze mushroom. So
Okay.
sugar squeeze is like the new squishy texture that everybody's all the rage.
Squeeze
I
this.
know my daughter's been into these, definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
super
it's also
fun.
got some nice little fuzzies on top.
You said malt. It was the secret?
Yeah,
Yeah.
malt extract. That's what they put in them.
Extract. Okay.
It's like
So
Very
you can eat it.
gluey.
probably won't taste very good. But
And I mean, you
can
wouldn't
eat
want to
it.
eat the plastic or the rubber on the
Well, you cut it
outside.
open and you
Yeah, you
little
can
like
snack.
suck it
like
all
a
down.
like a Go-Gurt. Yeah,
Yeah, it's obviously a Go-Gurt.
yeah.
You're lying to me if you're telling
I
me
don't.
you can't Go-Gurt
I don't
that.
endorse eating it.
Any children
I mean,
watching,
it's
which I
not
hope to
it's
God there's
non-toxic.
not.
It's safety tested.
Don't eat this.
I don't
Do
know.
not eat this shit.
Don't eat
Don't
it.
eat
Okay, don't eat it. Don't eat
Don't.
it.
And don't stick the magnets in the cooter.
Yeah, that too.
Don't do either of those things.
They are.
Alright,
They're
Nicole,
non-toxic. They're safety tested.
Okay.
I don't know.
What do you got
I-
over there?
This is a little. Is it a cactus?
Oh,
Yes.
touch the
Is it a
stylus to
cactus?
it.
And we got different
I'm
shape
trying
ones
to-
at the store. There's like mushrooms and avocados.
That is
and,
so cool.
There's
So
lightning
little
bolts.
There's a big
magnets,
board,
and you
too.
wipe it.
Yeah,
you just
and
wipe
big
it.
big squares too. Yep.
Uh-huh.
That sounds fun.
Once you get them all out, you can push them back down at the side of the stylus. It's satisfying.
Ooh, that is. Oh, that is.
Yeah.
It's like
Somebody's ADHD just dropped.
Hold that one up to the camera so we can
I'm trying.
She's playing with it. She's
I'm
busy.
playing.
You can, yeah, we have big square ones too, and I've used those before to make like patterns that when I'm gonna knit something or whatever, it's just fun. You can make like geometric, designs on them. That one you just pull open too. Okay, cool.
Oh.
And it might need a little mixing up.
Oh, wait.
Oh, it's like textured.
Oh, go. Ah!
That's Crazy Aaron's
in it.
thinking putty.
You
Kind
know,
of a silly putty texture.
It
and then
feels like phloem.
Yeah, that one's
yeah,
got
with
the foam
that,
balls
yeah,
in
with the
it.
foam, that one feels a little lighter.
Oh, this is strange. This was not what I was expecting.
It should like crack. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
it should
there's the
crackle
crack.
a little bit too.
Oh my goodness. My wife won't let me play with like her little foams and putties. She says my hands are grimy.
Gotta get your own.
I'm just always eating steak with my hands and whatnot. Oh my goodness. Nicole, like squeeze this.
That's like ASMR.
Yeah, totally.
This is what the inside of my mouth felt like whenever I accidentally did a 10 strip of acid.
That actually describes what this sounds like when you do too much acid.
Yeah. No, like that's the too much acid.
This
toy.
is too much acid.
Again, I don't condone doing too much acid or any acid.
No, I totally condone doing acid.
I've met a lot of people who should never have done acid. The most annoying people I've ever met in my entire life are people who've done
Okay,
acid.
only do acid if you're cool.
You think people have the self-awareness to know if they're cool?
That's right.
Check with Corey to see if you're uncool.
Don't you dare DM me. If you are in my no.
For permission.
If you're in my DMs being like, should I do acid? Your answer is no. You already no. And it's illegal. It's a bad drug. You shouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, follow the law, kids. There's speed limits for reasons.
Oh, nice PSA.
There's no sense of time when you're on that.
Time isn't real, and you're being lied to every day by your temporal lobe. All right, now put it back.
Okay.
Ah! You dropped it!
Oh.
You fool!
It should be
Now
fine.
it's stuck on the inside of the booth.
You bruised it.
I'm not gonna go get it.
Yeah.
It low key, like, it's a little illuminated down there.
It is.
Like, if I was on acid right now looking under there, I would think it was a dimensional rip. All right, so what's this?
Okay.
Speaking
Yeah,
of
what is
dimensional rips.
That one, that's called like a magic snake. So it's
Is it like a Rubik's Cube?
It's the
Yeah.
Rubik's company makes like a
Okay.
version of it. This one is Yushin brand. You can make it was like in the shape of a little doggy,
Yeah, it
and you
was.
can make.
I was trying to get back to it, but I am not. I was never a Rubik's Cube kind of kid.
Yeah, see, these are nice because it's like a Rubik's Cube is like there's one right way to solve it.
Yeah,
but
but this
these,
is
it's like
different.
you can try and make it into
Nice.
a ball, or you can just fidget with it, or you can just make it into a zigzag, or whatever design you
Kind of
want.
like life. Everyone has their own journey.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, I really hate the Rubik's Cube. I feel like a dunce anytime I try to do it. But
Same.
I like the Magic Snake's
I
fun.
get
though.
hard on myself. I'm just like, what the fuck, piece of shit? You're almost 40.
my-
Why can't you do this yet?
You know, if you break a
biggest shame.
Rubik's Cube, you can put it back together any way you want.
That's true.
That's how
But
I
like
learned how to
then
do
do
it.
you actually feel the sense of accomplishment of solving a Rubik's Cube, or?
I have a lot of accomplishment breaking Rubik's Cubes. The one time I tried to, 3 times now, I've tried to open locked car doors thinking they're just normal car doors and the whole handle comes off in my hand. And it's a very similar experience to breaking a Rubik's Cube.
No, but I am, my
No.
ADHD has been wanting to play
this
this
is-
shit. Why can't I open it again?
Who's that? Oh, the Mad Matter. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is
That is Mad Matter. That
Mad
is made
Matter.
made in Sweden. That's right.
Ooh.
And then
it's
they,
like kinetic.
yeah, they call it a kinetic dough. So you can mold that stuff, or you can just kind of pull it apart. It's really cool sensory. They also
It
make
never
little.
dries out. We've had like the sample
Oh,
one
my daughter can make this dry.
out at the. We've had it out in the store for like a year straight, and it does not.
Really?
Yeah, never dries out.
I love these things, but a lot of them do dry out.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
for-
that stuff
slime is
stands the
forbidden
test.
in my
It
house.
stands the test of time.
Yeah, it's cool stuff.
Okay, I genuinely love this.
Yeah, I do too.
Oh, and we also that's
Oh.
the 24 unit
That
one.
gives me weird
We have
vibes. I don't
72
like
unit
that
ones
one.
at the store too, so you can up your game.
I know I just said that nobody should do acid, but if you accidentally do some and you get a 72-piece one of these and lock yourself in, like, I don't know, some sort of dark room and decide to go on a Terrence McKenna spirit journey, this should be your guide.
I agree. Yeah.
Don't do heroic doses. It's not worth it. You will never look at reality the same. but you will look at this thing much different. So I can't put these in my mouth, right?
No.
I
I
want
mean, you
to.
can, but
I mean, yeah.
like that's our sample one from the store, so don't get your germs all over it.
They look like little biscuits. What are these?
So that's a Jacob's Ladder, which is like an old school fidget from before fidgets were called fidgets.
Oh.
And there's a. I'll show you the trick.
But you know ADHD didn't exist until just now, right?
So you hold it like that, and then
Okay.
you go.
Oh.
Whoa! I just had a don't do acid flashback. So how did you do?
So you want claw hand formation
Claw
on,
hand.
and then you want
On
to be
the-
holding the other sides, like. So you're holding that green one, but get your hand on the other sides of it.
On the edges, like a
Yeah,
CD.
the edges.
Like, hold it like a CD,
Okay,
you know?
like a CD.
Yeah, okay.
And then you want to flip it all the way, flip the green all the way to the other side. Not like that.
Uh-oh.
Can I try?
Yeah, Nicole, you're much
I think
more
that's a lot of
decent.
work too. There you go.
Yeah, yeah.
Like that. And then you let it flop.
Okay,
Like,
okay, let
like
it
do
flop.
it and then let it all flop.
Oh, okay. Wait, how?
It'll go
How
like
far?
that.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
The other way and let it all
Oh
flop.
my
Yeah,
God.
yeah.
yeah.
I'll never be able to figure that out as long as I live.
Yes, you can.
If you can't- I did something better than Corey.
Yeah.
Oh, you're so
The
close.
other way and then all
Yeah,
the
yeah,
way.
yeah.
There you go.
Yes.
And then
We
back
did
the
it.
other way. No,
You gotta.
you always want the green
Okay.
facing.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
The green facing your palm. There you
Okay,
go.
there
Oh,
it is.
he's a natural.
No, I'm not. I'm
But
old.
not too old to play with toys.
Exactly.
And
No
I love,
one is
That's
too old to
great.
play
No,
with
no one
toys.
is.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
like our motto.
I love that.
Oh my God, this thing is so cool though.
Yeah,
All
the
right,
sugar
so-
squeezes are awesome.
So they brought other things that we have to Toki, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Okay, so these things. Apparently they're going to be hard to capture on camera.
Oh,
so we're
yeah.
gonna-
Oh yeah.
So this looks like one of them like top things where you flip it up, right?
Right.
But it has like a trigger, like a grenade almost.
It's
So do I throw it down?
No, like, you hold it by that yellow.
By the
yellow
knob.
thing's like a
I
handle.
hold it
Yeah.
by
Yeah.
the nip.
And then you drop it as
as flat
horizontal.
as you
Yeah. Ooh.
Nope, I failed that. There it went. Threw a little force behind
Kinda.
it. All right, and
I want to do that.
okay,
Yeah.
you're
Thick
doing this
rug.
one.
Yeah.
All right, Nicole, here's
Oh,
your special toy. To
This is
play
gonna
with.
get violent.
Your
Where's the
toy is
hammer?
it's inside of
Inside.
him.
It is.
Yeah,
Isn't that
I-
It
cool?
comes out of
That
his
Sit
is
him-
cool. That is cool.
Ooh, bouncing.
So what is this? Can you explain what this is again?
It's called Dharma Toshi. Yeah, classic Japanese kids game.
Japanese kids game.
Yeah.
So you have to. You're supposed to.
Yeah.
Probably not gonna get this.
No,
Yeah,
no.
you really
I'm
want
a-
like a big clear like wooden
Oh,
table.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
a-
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
a little-
yeah.
I wanted to smack it.
I'm nervous
So basically,
for the equipment.
Okay.
Basically, Nicole, I'll hold him like this. You hit the little yellow one, and we'll show
yellow?
what it does. Yeah,
God.
just very gently hit it. I'll make it a little. Oh, look at that! Yeah.
Wow.
So you put him down on a table, right? And you use his little hammer, and you like hit his little knobs out.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
supposed to hit
bottom
The
to top.
bottom one.
bottom,
though,
yeah,
right?
the bottom one first.
Right.
And
Okay.
it's
Yeah.
kind of like the mechanism of like pulling a tablecloth out from under,
Okay.
and you don't want the dishes to move. Like,
So it's like extra slippery Jenga.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I love it so much. So, ooh, is this old or is this like a newer toy?
it's old.
Yeah, I don't know when that one was invented, but yeah, there's still a company in Japan making them.
So how much do these run?
Those are 15.
$15. Yeah.
That's not bad at
No,
all.
yeah, no.
Yeah, we try our best to be affordable. A lot of people have like a, preconceived notion that like independent toy stores or specialty retailers or just any like downtown shop, they're like, oh, if I go in there, I'm gonna have to spend a whole bunch of money, so I'm not even gonna go in.
Or more than I would
And it's
spend
like,
at Walmart or Amazon.
don't think
or-
that, because we have very affordable stuff. And I mean, I even remember, like, we both have memories of being kids, and, like, it's like, oh, I want to go to Toys R Us, and our parents are like, no, it's too expensive there. We're not going to go to Toys R Us.
It really
And
was expensive.
It really was
Like-
expensive. It's like, I can't blame my parents for that at all.
No.
And so it's like, that was kind of part of our dream, too, and mission of opening the store, is like, I want to be a store where any family, any person can come in, and, like, we've got stuff that's $1. We've got stuff that's $3 or $5, and, like, a kid can come out with something and feel like they had fun and they like belonged and had a good time.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah, no. Like whenever I was shopping for the nieces, way under budget. It was like I kept being able to throw more stuff in there. Got them like a lava lamp kit. Got them like stained glass coloring books.
My friend's kids are about to have a birthday in June, so I'm definitely gonna
Yeah,
have to
you stock
go
up at
pick out
Funky
some
Planet.
gifts.
No, for
Okay.
real.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
just for my own personal, how much dinosaur toys you got there?
Not a ton right now. I feel like Jurassic World has the freaking monopoly on it right now. It's driving me nuts.
They're not accurate.
No, I know. Yeah.
I'm talking
we just
like
from
accurate.
the accurate. We don't really have a lot of whole accurate.
I know, it's like
we
all
got some
those-
cute like crafty dinosaur things that we just ordered, like wooden ones that you like paint yourself and put together and stuff.
The accurate, I'm on the hunt for it. There's like all those like the German animal plastic companies, like Schleich, is that one?
yeah,
I think
yeah,
There's
Schleich.
another one too who does that.
Yeah.
It's just so freaking expensive though.
Like
Kinda-
we're really like frugal Midwesterners, like to the core, like very don't like to spend.
Minnesota.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Now, I
we're
tried to
know.
do the accent and did
Minnesota.
not.
We're
Minnesota,
we're not
yeah.
extravagant people. And so like,
love
you know,
Fargo.
the stuff that we bring into our store, it's like we are definitely like, price conscious. But then also it's like sometimes you are like, okay, I wish our customers would spend a little more though. Like, you see things where you're
bring
like,
in so
that's
much.
so cool. I wish we could bring that in. But like Altonians just wouldn't buy it. Like we really have to like curate our store for people who are pretty cheap.
Yes.
Yeah,
Hell
tell
yeah!
us
We're
more.
cheap. We're frugal. You know.
Tell
Yeah,
us
yeah.
more about Alton customers. I want to know like more about like the demographic of the Altonian.
I mean, a big reason we opened here, I think they're worse in Minnesota. There's just like, there's a pervasive attitude where it's like, I'm not even going to try any other store because I know Walmart is the ultimate money-saving store and they're the best no matter what. So I feel like I just saw so many businesses in a town, like the town I went to college in Minnesota, Mankato. I just saw so many businesses cycle in and out of the downtown, like constantly, because no one was ever down there, and there was good deals and stuff. And we come here and we see this town, we're like, okay, cool. Like there's at least a percentage of the population who does care about shopping small and sees the value in it. So I mean, that was a big catalyst for opening here. I think the flaws of Alton are just coincide with the flaws of other similar
Midwest in general.
sized cities in the Midwest. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess just not, I don't know. There's so many people that come in and they're like, oh my gosh, like, how long have you been here? And we're like, 4 years. And they're like, oh, like, that's on me. I guess I don't, like, drive around with I guess I don't have my eyes open or, like, don't come downtown or whatever. It's like so many people are just so stuck in their habits and in their, like, this is where I shop and these are the, 3 places that I go, or I just stay on Homer Adams and never even go downtown. And it's like, even if you've been in a town for a long time, it's like things are always changing. New businesses are always opening. So, just keep your eyes open and try new things, and go in a place and give it a chance.
There's so many people who like don't know the Milton Schoolhouse exists still. I mean,
Really?
Yeah,
That's like
like
becoming a real hub of
no, I know it, but
Yeah.
like older people, just locals who have been here forever. Who like, I go to Tony's Ranch House and I go to McDonald's. It's like,
Do you like a lot of our like different community groups like Main Street, Great Rivers and Routes, Pride Inc.? Like, have they been of assistance to you?
Main Street's been a
They're the best.
yeah, they're fantastic. Yeah.
We're trying to get Sarah on here, so tell us a little.
Sarah.
Yeah, we love
Sarah
Sarah.
McGoober, come
Oh,
here.
Sarah's-
Go do it, Sarah.
God, yeah.
So
no.
tell us about how she's
all
helped
Main
you.
Street's great, and then our chapter has Sarah, so like I think that makes them 10 times better. she really pours her whole life into it. It's awesome.
Yeah, just all the different, events that they put together. Like the night market is so fun. The
And
first
you guys
Fridays
said you had
thing.
a booth there? at
Yeah,
the night
yeah.
market? I was just
Yeah,
gonna ask
yeah.
you about that. Okay.
Yeah, so we've done it for the past 2 years. We've done the night market. And yeah, if you've never come out to the night markets, they're so much fun. It's, free live music every week throughout June and July. And then just like such good community vibes. Like
It's moved downtown this year too. Like
It is.
Oh,
downtown.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
interested
yeah.
to see how the new location will
Yeah.
go.
I'm so excited. I don't know. I'm such an Alton nerd. Mm-hmm. Like a lot of times I'm talking mad shit on Alton, especially like with Broadway. Like Simmons owns everything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even if he owns the building, like there's a lot of
Yes,
tenants.
yes.
Like Old Bakery, he owns the Old Bakery building, but Old Bakery's
Yeah, they're
awesome.
awesome.
Yeah, that's true.
Picture this.
Honeybee Vintage.
I haven't been in there yet.
You haven't been in there
It's super
yet?
cool.
Oh yeah, it's cool.
Oh, it's so
Got
like
some
they have
scores.
honey
Get
candy.
busy and yeah, like
It's a little
I-
more
all
like
these are on my
tourist pricey than Funky Planet. Like,
Yeah,
like it's something whenever you got like an extra $50 in your pocket to go to, but
More the
Not-
the home decor stuff. There's
Yeah.
there's
There's a lot of
there's some
stuff
cheap
popping
finds
up
and there's some
Broadway.
posh finds. you
Yeah,
know.
but
Right.
it's a good place
it's
for
a
like
mix,
presents and
Yeah,
like I
it's
buy
very
presents for
eclectic.
people there. Yeah.
and I want to check out Bluff City Bazaar as well.
That's
Super
what
cool.
I've been
Oh,
wanting.
yeah.
I went
I
in
did,
there like
yeah.
their first day open. It's super cool.
I love that. I love that. So do you work with other local businesses to like do different things together, or because I know that you have a game night at Old Bakery.
Yeah,
we do
yeah.
that.
I'd say Old Bakery is like our business BFFs. Like we go to their
As far as
as far as like collaborating, like the collaborations we've done. So
Yeah.
so yeah, we do funky game night down there. So we bring a whole bunch of board games, and then you can like come and have drinks and dinner and bring the board game to your table and like play it with your friends and your
How
family.
often do you do that?
We do it. It depends, kind of.
So the dates
Every
vary,
few months or something. But we've
Yeah.
got the next one is May 20th coming up soon.
Oh,
we can promote that.
Next Tuesday from
Yeah.
5 to 8 p.m. at Old
Oh,
Bakery.
hell yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds awesome.
That does sound
Yeah.
fun.
And it doesn't cost
Super
any
fun.
extra. Like
No,
the
no.
games.
No,
You just
no,
the
yeah.
games are free to just take, and then you can buy. Like we'll have them. So if you find one that you really love, you can buy it and have a copy
Oh,
for
so you
yourself.
can buy it that night?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
that's
bring
super
everything
cool.
down.
Yeah,
Not bad.
yeah, it's like we're friendly with like tons of different,
Yeah.
business owners. Like Meow Town, we love the people who
Oh,
own
yeah,
Meow
yeah,
Town and
Meow
stuff.
Town's great.
Like I knitted their mascot for them, and they've got it at Meow
Yeah.
Town. So
You
just like
did
little
that?
collaborations like that. Yeah,
They're Funky Planet OGs too.
yeah, they are.
Day one.
I taught their daughter how to knit.
Yeah. No, they're great. We love them.
So you love like the community and the business culture that we have.
yeah,
down
Totally.
That's one of the coolest things. Yeah.
And you've lived a lot of places. Like, is that unique to Alton, or is that like happening in a lot of different places?
I mean, we've never owned a business anywhere else.
No, we've worked downtown.
But yeah, I
places,
feel like it
but-
was just very easy to make friends here. Like as adults, I feel like this is the place where we lived, where it was like,
People are just more open. and,
yeah, I know, just like
friendly
people
in
invited
general.
us over to their houses to play
feel like-
board games and stuff like that, and it's like,
People
yeah,
East Coast are really like, I don't know, like you're gonna take all my ideas. It's like, oh man, I'm just trying to talk. I don't know. It's kind of funny.
Do you have the board, or do you have the card game Bang?
No, I can't.
Because I've been
Who
trying
puts
to
that
buy
out?
a copy of it, and it's on my main list. I love playing it. The spaghetti western, like
Yeah,
it's like Werewolf or Secret Hitler, but cowboys.
I think that one time at a park, didn't you have that? I remember you being
no.
like, we're gonna play this.
Yeah, other people have brought it over to my
Okay,
house,
that's what
and
it
I get
was.
really crazy for it.
The
I'm
game
like
Werewolf?
insane
Is
about
that
it.
Psychobabble or
Psychobabble is
Psychobabble
kind of
Psychobabble?
like
Yeah,
that.
that's a good one.
That
one's
game.
great.
Psychobabble. What's Psychobabble?
Yeah,
Psychobabble's
it's kind of
great.
like a mafia, werewolf style game, but you're it's so cool. So the one person is a psychoanalyst in like an insane asylum, and the other people are like crazy people. But one person, like all the people are like sharing a shared like
Delusion?
prophetic dream basically, and then one person is actually crazy, and so you're trying to, there are all these cool like abstract-y like spooky art cards, and you're trying to communicate like vaguely with people to figure out who's sharing the same delusion and who's the odd one out. It's so fun.
Okay, what is it called again? Because I actually want
Psychobabble.
We're out of
Okay,
stock.
I want
We're out of
that.
stock
I
now.
We're out
want
of
that.
stock right now, but we'll get it
Damn
again.
it.
No, I know. Yeah,
I was like, I'll be there tomorrow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we should- I
you
think
can't buy it
money-
tomorrow,
I think we
but
can get it. That's a Canadian company.
Yeah,
so
that's
we
one of
we were
our
a little
favorite
nervous,
companies,
but
Outset.
I think that's blowing over, and we can order from Canada. I don't know.
yeah,
I
we'll hope
mean,
so.
It's been a weird year,
It's only May, and it's been an insane year.
up and
Yes.
down, crazy.
No
Yeah.
idea what's gonna happen next.
No,
I love
nobody
it.
does.
It's absolutely, it's bonkers. I
Yep.
mean, so you're riding the waves of that pretty cool. You have like different supply chains.
Yeah.
you
But it's like
ever-
I want to be loyal to some of these companies too, so it's like
Yeah.
it's just hard. Yeah.
Damn. So how big of a customer base in Alton do you have, and how do you want to grow it?
I have no idea how to gauge that.
Yeah, I would say like there's we have like a really great core of like super loyal, awesome like people and families who
You have regulars.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We definitely have regulars who it's like, anytime they need a birthday gift or a Christmas gift or are going to a party or whatever, then they come to us and they buy gift cards and give it to people, and then other people know, and spread the word and stuff. But then there's a lot of people who still just like don't even know we exist. So
It's a toy store, man. Just come in. There's no door admission. Like just look at us.
Yeah, and we have so much stuff out that you can play with. It's like you can come in and just with your family and spend an hour, and or your friends. Like we have a lot of teenagers who just come in and just like play games with their friends, and then maybe they spend $5, maybe they don't have any money today. It's like I don't care. You can hang out. We want to be like just a cool place that people like. That's a part of the community, and that you can hang out downtown.
God, if you go with your kid though, you should probably like buy them something for like $2.
Yeah.
People who come in, they look at everything, and they're like, "All right, time to go." They don't buy anything, and the kid's like, "Bah!"
Kicking and screaming.
and they look at us like,
the door.
"Kids." It's like you brought them into a toy store. You're not gonna buy them something for $1 for 50 cents. Come on, man.
That is some torturous
My
shit.
kid would
I
have
know.
my head.
That's what I always think.
No way.
Hey, why are you bringing a kid to a toy
That's
store?
just
Does
cruel.
that happen?
That is
Yes,
It
That
does.
is
It happens a lot.
Yeah.
It's
I'd
crazy.
call the cops.
Like I have abused his.
Oh my god.
Like, I don't know what's going on, but like, I would check these kids.
Yes.
only time I've ever done that is it's that we were looking for a toy for somebody else, but I still end up buying a toy when I'm in a toy,
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I understand that.
that's
It's like
fair.
it's not your birthday.
not
We're
your-
here for
yeah.
your friend's
Yes.
birthday.
Well, I'm talking
That's
like
perfectly
I have the
reasonable
tolerance.
discipline.
I'm talking
Yeah.
like first time they've ever brought the kid in, and it's like, I'm not getting you anything. It's just like, man,
That's cold.
that's
That is
cold.
evil. Oh yeah, do
I
have
really-
kid events.
I get discouraged because like I've tried to do stuff like that. Like I tried doing a story time. We sell a lot of kids books at our store, and so I thought, oh, we should do a story time here. Like just invite kids to come and hear the story, and then they'll all get to hang out and play with each other, and maybe people will buy some books or whatever. And it's like I advertised it, put it in the Alton Main Street Bulletin, put it out on Facebook, invited a bunch of people. Nobody showed up. It's like you get discouraged when like we had a crafters community night going for a while, which was just like come and bring your knitting or your crocheting and just hang out and talk for an hour, and like it went well for like a month, and then nobody was showing up, and then nobody kept showing up, so I stopped doing it because I didn't feel like hanging out for an hour by myself, So
Alton,
it's-
get your shit together.
yeah, it's like
saying,
sometimes
man.
it's hard
It's
to
not
put
just-
yourself out there with
It's not
extra.
just us either. It's like a lot of things.
Yeah, like
I
be-
hear that same story.
Yeah, so it's hard to put yourself out there with events and like give up your time and your efforts and then be like,
Be like hopeful too.
Yeah,
like,
be all
this is
hopeful
gonna
and
be
get all
cool. I'm nervous.
excited.
How's it gonna go? And then nothing
And then
happens.
just get
You're like,
ghosted.
That
and nobody
sounds
shows
like
up.
how I
We-
fear like birthday parties with my kids going like no one's gonna show up. Like the fear of like
We had like a
It's that same
free,
feeling.
like on our
No.
3rd anniversary, we had like a free kids yoga class where we
God.
lined up a yoga teacher to come. Nobody showed up, and she just like stood for us and then left. It's like yeah. Sometimes you get your heart broken a little bit, but you gotta keep trying, I guess.
ups and downs.
Alton does that. though.
I mean, I
It's
think
like-
again, it's
You're
a lot
like,
of
It's
times.
not just Alton. Yeah.
I think
No,
man,
it
I think
can't
Mankato would have done that.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you can. I feel like if I'm gonna pick on you as a townie,
Yeah,
if somebody
but-
who's like, it's like if you've like grown up and live in the same place, it's like you see these problems and you're like, man, Alton sucks, but it's like everywhere sucks to a certain degree,
Oh, yeah,
and
for sure.
and it's like
totally.
the fact that we've lived a lot of places, and it's like all the like for all its warts, it's like Alton is my favorite place by far that we've lived.
Oh, it's
So,
awesome.
Yeah.
God, it's such a love and hate relationship. So,
I agree. Yeah.
do you have any plans for the future to like expand any sort of thing?
Yeah. I
Oh
want to get a
yeah,
website
we're hoping
going.
to do get e-commerce working so that we can do a lot of people, it's like, you got a busy life and stuff like that, or like, you just want to buy one birthday present for your cousin's kid, and you don't want to bring your kids to the toy store
Right.
for an hour and have to get them to not buy anything and stuff.
Online sales,
So yeah, like
okay.
online sales, and just make it easier to browse what we have and stuff like that. So that's definitely a hope for the future.
We're kind of like, we've thought about like moving or expanding, moving within Alton, of course. But, we just signed a 2-year lease, so.
Yeah.
Our landlords
our
are-
landlords are
super
awesome at our
cool,
current
so,
place. So so we're staying at our current place for at least 2 more years.
Yeah, probably
I'd love
longer, I
to
don't know.
expand to a bigger place someday, but it's like the finances would have to allow it, of course, and a place that we love would have to
Yeah,
open
yeah.
up.
Is there any last things you would like to say
Yes,
about your
anything
business?
you would like to say about toys, your
Toys
business?
in general, life, childhood trauma you'd like to share?
Yeah, like we're down.
Like, you got this.
Y'all have good childhoods.
We both
good
had
enough,
pretty
yeah.
good,
no.
had good childhoods.
Good parents,
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
like, that's like,
Moving on.
I know. It's like, yeah, I know. It's like
Nothing,
the old,
nothing juicy to share.
when
there.
you're like a teenager, you're like, oh, my parents suck. And like the older I get, I'm like, oh shit, I had it pretty good actually.
The more
Holy
people you
shit.
meet and parent stories you hear, you're like,
Oh
wow,
my god,
mine
it's
were
like,
amazing.
not too bad. Pretty good actually. So can't complain.
Yeah, bring your kids to our store, give them fun STEM toys and not screens, and
Please. For yourself too. God, just get a fidget, put it on your, I don't know, your side table.
Yeah,
Don't pick
no,
up your
for
phone
adults,
so
it's
much.
like it'll make your
Yeah.
life so much better. Just get some fidgets and put them on your table, and keep your phone in your purse in the other room, and you'll talk to your friends and your family more, and you'll feel more serene. You won't be so anxious.
Yeah, for real.
Toys will save the world.
You should partner
right.
with a dispensary though, because like stoners,
Oh yeah,
this is stoner.
we get a lot of them.
Yeah,
you can tell, you know.
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey, what's up, man? I just-
Families are not our only,
Yeah, no.
Or stoners have kids too. Those are
Well, yeah,
those
no.
are some of our most
I'm always
passionate
thinking of
customers,
like
probably.
the 7-year-old retired people who go up to Grafton. They come in, they just reek, and they're just like, wow. and
Reek
you're
of
like-
weed, not like BO.
Yeah, reek of weed. Yeah.
Maybe both, if we're honest.
Them damn stinky
I've had so much fun with some of those customers.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay, awesome, lovely, cool. And where are you located?
10 East Broadway, downtown.
Yep,
Hell
right by
yeah.
the Lincoln and Douglas
That's right.
statues.
Go
You know,
see Funky
right by
Planet
that.
and
Funky Planet, Toys and Gifts.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Funky Planet.
Yeah, Funky Planet Toys.
You know what?
You could
Yeah.
go.
Funky Planet Toy Store.
That's fine.
Planet Toy
Whatever.
Store.
Yeah. I know,
We
it's a
did it.
mouthful.
All right, cool. I think that's
We're done. But always stay a kid.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Never let
yeah.
that childhood inside of you die.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh fuck, these are so cool.
I might want this.
Yeah, no, these are great.
That's how
Yeah.
it is.
All right, there it is. Yeah. It just ends with us.
I love that. Fuck, these are so great. That's awesome.
Oh, that was so much fun.
That was fun.
Thank you for bringing us on.